All right, enough of that. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Sistory Healinghood. You come to the hood to be healed. And I have some great news. The great news is it smells so good. This is supposed to be mahogany and amber wood. But the great news is that I made it to over 100 subscribers. Yeah, we over 100 subscribers in this mug. So I hope everybody's been doing good. I know I've been busy, and I just wanted to take the time out to thank all 103 subscribers of mine. I am slowly filling up that theater, that auditorium. You know what I'm saying? People want to keep coming back. They obviously like what they see. So thank you. Thank you to everybody. It is something definitely about being able to connect with people and people see you and be able to relate to you. It's a warm feeling in my soul. And I never thought when I started that I would be here doing this. But I will say that since I have started, I've seen lots of people do this. And not everybody's been doing good, but I ain't gonna stop. I ain't gonna quit. All right, so I do have an announcement that the purpose of me really doing this video was because originally when I was talking with a lot of people, just kicking it to them coming to me for advice, I was just seeing a trend of people on a full out struggle. People are on a full out struggle. So this video is definitely for them who's on a full out struggle. We all are on some type of struggle, and we all need some type of guidance every now and then. So if you're on a struggle, you need some guidance, you're feeling stressed out, you can always reach out to me. You can reach out, DM Sistory Healinghood, definitely personal DM Shamara Ali for sure. And we're here to definitely help people get through these tough and confusing times, because it ain't always guns and roses. I mean, the economy is doing so bad right now. So make sure if you guys get some value out of this, you guys like, share, and subscribe. I was waiting until a couple more people got in here. I saw I lost one person already, but so there have just been some things that's been on my mind, and some videos that people sent me. So I just wanted to make sure that we were all here together tonight to really shed some light on what's going on. But before we get started, I know it's late, and I know a lot of people got to get up and go to work in the morning, because I am one of them. I got to get out there and do my 2 punk ass relays and deliver that mail. Okay? Deliver that mail. But I do want to pray for all the people out there that are struggling. A lot of people who do not feel like they're being seen. Just know we all struggle at different parts in our life, at different times in our life, for a reason and a purpose, though. So you cannot be defined by your struggle. You are defined by how you pull through your struggle, what you learn from that whole process. So prayers are high tonight for those. Prayers are high for tonight for anybody who's losing money through illness, sickness, poor health, all that stuff. I want you to also pray for people who need more finances. And if you want to leave some finances, some donations, you can leave it right there, down there, the Cash App. And we're just going to keep on praying. Now we're going to get started with the video. One of my friends sent me this. Shout out to you, girl.
No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. this. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love.
Because I'm pretty sure I might get copyrighted for that. So it looks like they got the rose petals, they got the rock salt, they got the essential oils. They doing it right. They doing it right. Yeah, put it up in that jar. Yeah, there you go. And somebody's got that full-on scrub. That scrub is good for healing. It's good for detoxification. People need to take time to actually go back and create things with their hands, because we don't do that anymore. It's like a lost ancient thing that we used to do, is create things by hand. Now we just get everything from the store and we wonder why we be out here looking crazy. I just realized I think I left something at the store. Anyway, we're going on to the next video. Now we're going to get into some deep stuff, because I'm not going to lie, my subscribers do like a lot of this
Name
deep
a
stuff.
time,
So
how much more are we supposed to take?
Take from what?
From you people.
I mean, you people. You sound like I'm a dog or something.
These women were not from the 1800s. They're not from Jim Crow South of the 1930s. This was the 1970s, the decade I was born in, and I ain't that old. And they were out in the streets screaming and protesting because they did not want black children in their schools. This is the blueprint. That is the architect of racism in America. It's never been about hate alone. It has always been about needing somebody beneath them to feel like you're above something. And here's what I need you to understand.
I definitely know the way that I was raised, the way I grew up, it was definitely like people just don't start off racist. People were taught it. You just were not born into a racist family and all of a sudden you're just like, I'm not racist, or you just born into a normal family and you just like, oh, all of a sudden I'm racist. Carry on.
You understand? That was 50 years ago. One generation. Those women had children. Those children had children. And those children are voting. And some of them are governing. But what changed was not the thinking. What changed was the permission to say it out loud. For 50 years, it was called politically incorrect, so it went underground. It wore a suit. It spoke in policy language. It called itself law and order and merit and fiscal responsibility. But the thinking never left. And today, we are not hearing dog whistles anymore. We are hearing the full bark from everyday people, from politicians, from the highest office in the land. And they ain't even hiding it. They're writing it into law, rolling back protections, targeting black jobs, black schools, black wealth, black history. And that's not a coincidence. That is continuation. Here's what they never understood, and this is what's costing them now. Racism is expensive. This economy is suffering because America keeps cutting off its nose to spite its face. You cannot simultaneously target your most resilient, most innovative, most community-rooted population and expect your economy to thrive. You cannot gut DEI, dismantle home ownership pathways, defund black institutions, and then wonder why the numbers are not working. We're not the problem. We're the resource they keep destroying. Every time we built, they came for it. Greenwood, Rosewood, Bronzeville, the history is long and the pattern is consistent. But here's what they've never been able to destroy: the will to rebuild. America's lost credibility around the world, not because of us, because of this, because of sickness so deep that's willing to burn the whole house down just to keep us from having.
I had to stop for a second because I don't think we understand the power that we have as Black people in America. Like, okay, granted, all of Americans have, like, we all members, like, we have the will to want to rebuild and to keep building, even when things are taken from us, torn down. I mean, and the original Americans had like begged, borrowed, and steal, and desecrated the Native Americans in order to build what they have. I mean, they put Blacks into chattel slavery and to keep what they had going for years to come. So as Black people, like, we have the ability, we are some of the only people in the United States who have the ability and have the track record to prove that once we build, They take, they destroy from us, and then we could rebuild again. They take and they destroy from us, and we rebuild again. Like, we do this. We do this in America. Now, other, you know, other ethnicities do that within their own confines in their own country. But I feel like in America, we give the way for a lot of these other folks to come in here and start, laying down some railroad tracks. I don't know if I was supposed to say that. Oh, y'all don't know if I was supposed to say that. It's getting late. It's getting late. Just play that.
Wait a minute. America's a laughing stock right now. And it's not because black people lack power, but because the people in power lack sense. So let me tell you what to do.
These other countries think America is so ghetto. Like, I was just talking to this Middle Eastern woman. I was actually delivering her mail, and she was talking about she can't wait to go back. I think she said she was from Kuwait. And she said that, no, Yemen. She said she couldn't wait to go back anyway. And in my mind, I'm like, damn, ain't it like war going on over there? And she said, America right now, like the politics, the money, the real estate, the businesses, the community. She said it's like so ghetto. She said, I'm so sorry to say that. I don't want to offend you, like, girl, madam. I am not offended. I know America's ghetto as hell. Shit, I've been trying to get up out of here since 94.
We organize, we circulate our dollars, we build intentionally, we vote with our feet and our wallets and our voices. We have economic power. We've always had it. And once we get fully coordinated, we will not just be a force to be reckoned with, we already are one. And they know it. And that's why they're so afraid. So keep building, keep exposing, keep giving them something to talk about, because the truth does not need their permission to be told.
And they don't have enough gumption to turn around and tell that Supreme Court to rule on the laws of the land rather than to mess with our children and ruin our education and put our country down.
And I mean fight for what you think is right and what's in here to fight.
Now drop a black fist in the comments and share this with someone who needs to hear this.
And it'd be so funny because people be like, that happened such a long time ago. Like, you weren't even around. Like, you weren't even born. How would you know? Like, they got y'all on camera. What a pity. They got y'all on camera. Y'all need to do better. Y'all was trying to burn all the libraries down back in the day. Now they got y'all on camera. They ain't know where to hide. They ain't know where to go. So, as she was talking about, the black wealth and the black power and the black sector, I just was doing some research. And, since your girl like doing a little bit of research, I might as well share it with you guys. And this is what I found. You probably can't see it that well, but what you really don't need to see it that well to see that Black Americans in the United States, consumer-wise, they have that's a $2.1 trillion spending power, which is crazy. It is crazy. Annually, Black-owned businesses contribute over $212 billion annually in revenue, which is definitely amazing. Because I'm telling you right now that most Black people, they say the median Black family income for the household is $44,000 something. So what? Those are some big numbers. I mean, there's a lot of us, and if we only pull together, you know what I'm saying? If we pull together to have a little bit more, maybe we can have a little bit more, and maybe if we stick together a little bit more, we would have a little bit more. But I'm telling you right now, a lot of y'all say you want to stick with us, but you don't want to stick with us. And I ain't mad at you if you don't want to stick with us. I mean, come on now. We got some niggas. We got some Black folks. And we know we are tired of, them iggas, them ninjas. We're tired of them. We're tired of the YNs. Okay, we tired of them. But they still spend money, and they still have ideas, and they still create, and they still need things. So we can't totally discard them. We need to learn how to love them from a distance, still come to build something together, because I'm trying to tell y'all, they are out here outmaneuvering us strategically as Black people. And if we don't wake up and start collecting our dollars like we used to, we are going to be put out of the race. And I don't want to be put out of the race. And I don't feel like we should have to branch off to do business with other individuals in order to feel like we made it. We got skin in the game. We can do this. We just got to keep thriving, and we got to learn from the past. What does it say? Business revenue, boom, $3.1 million in Black-owned businesses across the country. Come on now, with over 1.6 million employees and workers. So that means we out here creating jobs for us too, and jobs for the community, which means we could keep a watchful eye on our community. We can keep a watchful eye on the youth, because I don't know if y'all heard over the weekend, but out here in Chicago, the Chicagoland area, it has been getting warm. And when it get warm, I'm gonna let y'all know it get violent. Not everywhere, of course. Like, it'd be pretty peaceful, especially where I be at. But there is a thing called these damn teen takeovers. And these teen takeovers, they have been just causing chaos in the streets. And I don't even want to get started on Chicago mayor. We're not going to even talk about him. We're not going to mention him. But anyway, really, let's take a moment of silence out for these badass kids, because they all need their ass whooped. Okay, now, I mean, you got police cars out there. There's murders going on. There's all type of things going on, but yet Chicago PD, which is already heavily underfunded and heavily underemployed, like, they don't need to be in the streets policing children. They need to be out there solving some of these murders. Like, the detectives are down. Okay, we need people out there that's solving these crimes, and these kids is breaking in and stuff and breaking stuff. Where are their parents? I blame the parents. I definitely blame the parents. What are y'all doing? Why is y'all kids just leaving out the house, just doing whatever they want to do? You need your ass whooped first. You know, like, when the plane is going down and they say, make sure you secure your headgear first. Yeah, you need your ass whooped first. That's for sure. Then we'll deal with your kids. Because if you really take a deep dive and take a deeper look into some of these kids' households, a lot of these kids are just perpetuating behaviors that they see their parents do. So I just wanted to shoot that out and let y'all know that we out here in the United States making money. And if we only came together and we did what other communities do, we would have more. And we can use that as leverage. We can use that as leverage, and really we can use that as a bank statement to take to other communities and be like, this is what we do in our community. So we're ready to now branch off and do business with your community. But other communities look at us and they be like, oh, hell nah. I'm not gonna deal with them niggas. So speaking of how other communities look at us, I found this online and it was disgusting.
Ain't nobody ever say no to my cream pies, you feel me? I got that sweetness you can't resist.
What?
Let me show you how I hustle these things.
My supplier starts with mountains of sweet white powder. And I ain't talking about no flour either, baby. This stuff gets you lit. Then we pump enough sticky corn syrup in these things to keep y'all reaching for another one every day. You thought I was new to this game? We can't have no stale product either. That's why we keep the seed oils flowing 24/7. You think this a game, baby? I'm about this paper. Y'all feel me?
Yo.
That famous cream filling. The part nobody ever asks.
Famous cream filling. The part that nobody asks about is what it really is. Like, they make little Deborah seem like such a little skeezer. Like, what is happening here? Like, I think my kids were like, "Oh, you guys seen this? This is crazy!" Like,
Get you a lick, baby.
he's so ratchet.
Once it's packed up, this stuff gets shipped everywhere. Every gas station, every grocery store. We about to have you all hooked. Y'all call it a snack, but around here, this is an empire, baby. Lil D runs these streets. Ain't nobody taking my throne.
You're already infected.
Oh boy, yeah, brain rot for sure. That shit is disgusting. It's disgusting, but this is what our children are watching. I don't see any educational, nutritional value going out of that little Debbie's ratchicity. We gotta stop, y'all. I mean, it's entertaining to watch because I'm an adult that has the spending power to be like, I ain't buying no little D. We don't buy little D's over here. Big D, big D, big D. Okay. Back to the Black history.
8 deaths, 1 bill, weeks. 4,000 lynchings, 122 years.
What?
You need to hear these numbers. In 2021, 8 people were killed in the Atlanta spa shooting. 6 of them were Asian women. And Congress passed the COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act within weeks. And I'm not minimizing the tragedy. But let me tell you what happened when it was us. Over 4,700 Black people were lynched in this country between 1882 and 1968. Black men, Black women, Black children, murdered by mobs, hung from trees, burned alive, and Congress failed to pass a federal anti-lynching bill more than 200 times. The first bill was introduced in 1900. We didn't get one signed into law until 2022. And that is 122 years of waiting while Black bodies piled up. Now fast forward to 20.
I know you lying. She said 2022. I'm gonna have to fact check that shit.
20. Police killed at least 164 Black people in just the first 8 months of that year. At least one Black person every single week. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and countless names this country never even learned. The George Floyd Justice and Policing Act passed the House and died in the Senate. No bill, no accountability, no nothing. So why did one bill move so fast while ours never moved at all? Because this is never just about justice. This is about maintaining a white supremacist system through divide and conquer. They position Asian Americans as the model minority, not to celebrate them, but to use them. To say, see, if they can make it, your problem is not.
You know what? I was watching another YouTube content creator. His name is O'Shea Duke Jackson. He crazy as hell, but he been like on this Asian case with this Asian owner, store owner shooting and killing this teenage boy who was unarmed. And I guess that he had got away with it. And there has been like a pattern of this going on when it comes to like Asian people justifiably killing Black people, and most of these Black people are unarmed, and they be getting away with it. And the ones who don't get away with it, the Asian community shows up and they show out for that individual. Like, okay, I understand it's all wrong, it's all bad, but where do we be at like that? We'll show up, but where is our like dollars at? They were pulling like dollars together. You know, they were defunding stuff. They were raising money for this guy's legal defense. Like, when do we come together to do things like that? And I really didn't even know it was going. I thought Asian people and Black people was, I thought we were selling was, fine. Apparently not. Apparently they are using them, the government, America, whatever, is trying to use the Asian people as a buffer class to do the bidding that white people used to do for or towards the Black community or on other people. Now they're trying to use them, and I guess they're showing them that if they do things for them, that they will be protected. And I think that's outrageous. I think that shit is crazy. I did not know. Yeah, I did not know. And if you know anything about what I'm talking about, please put it in the comment section, because I do not want to get that story wrong.
Your problem is you. And then they dangled assimilation. They dangled proximity to whiteness. They offered a seat at the table just close enough to feel included and just far enough to look down on blackness. And in exchange, the comparison does the dividing forum. And then, as if the message wasn't clear enough, Trump signed an executive order in 2025 called Strengthening and Unleashing America's Law Enforcement. It directs the federal government to indemnify police officers, meaning taxpayers foot the bill for their legal fees, even when an officer is criminally liable, even when they kill us.
What? Put me in a big screen. Put me in the big screen real quick, because I got some shit I got to say. Because wasn't I just talking about this economic hardship that everybody in America is dealing with right now? And they using our... Y'all, we got to do something with the American government using our taxes. They're gonna probably take me out of the game for this one. But come on now, they just using our tax money for anything. We ain't got a say. Like, we should be able to have a say. And I'm gonna keep it at 100%. I don't think that Black people should necessarily get checks for reparation. I think Black people should be exempt from paying taxes. I said it. I said that shit. I'll stand 10 toes down on that. Okay. All right. Other people get exemptions. Other entities get exemptions. So it's not like it don't exist. We should be able to fill out a piece of paper every single year to make sure that our tax status is exempt. Okay? Run me my money.
Even when a jury says guilty, the government pays. The officer walks and we're left burying our people with no recourse and no justice.
Who paid for that?
It's not a mistake. That's a message. 8 deaths, weeks. 4,000 lynchings, a century of silence. Black people killed every single week, and now police immunity signed into policy. Make it make sense. Because the only thing that makes sense is this. A system that moves that fast to protect everybody else except us was never designed to protect us at all. Now drop a black fist in the comments and share this with someone who needs to hear this Black History gem.
I love the police, though. I ain't gonna lie. I do love the police. I love the police. I get down with what they're supposed to do. Now, I do understand that there's some wrong ones out there. There's some wrong ones in everything out there, though. But ultimately, I do have law enforcement in my family, so I do love it and respect them. Same with the U.S. soldiers and all the veterans out there. I love y'all. You know I love y'all. But that's crazy. I don't understand how Black people went from being like 10 toes down with pushing civil rights laws to regressing and being put on the back burner, and everybody else is just getting like their shit pushed forward. And it's like, what are we doing? It's like, how did we lose the plot? How did we go back so quickly? I don't know. I'm disappointed, but I'm not disappointed in all of us, because some of us need to know this reminder that Black men do love us. Black women, Black men do love us. Men in general love women. Okay, unless, they say otherwise. For the most part, in their nature, they do love us and they do care about us. And I do feel like Black men do not get enough respect when it comes to us as a culture of women, saying that we really love and appreciate them. And they do go above and beyond for us. However, some of us has mischose and mispicked those, certain individuals. And that is another episode for another time. However, I just want to shoot out this Black man who was this truck driver was caught saving this woman who was allegedly going to get kidnapped by this creep up here in the corner. Look at him. Doesn't he just look like a freaking creep? He just looks like he would take you out. And I don't mean for ice cream. The gentleman's name was Anthony Moore. And he was the truck driver who said this man who was posing as a fake cop had put this black woman in handcuffs. And this man deserves a round of applause. He deserves a trophy. And if I had one, if I had a round of applause up here, I would shoot it up there for him because he deserves it. Too many times you hear publicly black women say that, black men don't protect us. They don't show up for us. They don't care about us. But they do. They do. They are our protectors. They are our superheroes. And sometimes they can see things that we can't see because we are in distress as women. So to Mr. Anthony Moore from the Sistory Healinghood, we definitely appreciate you. I doubt he will ever see this, but if somebody clip this and show it to him, I appreciate that because that man deserves it. And I don't know about y'all, but Father's Day is coming up. So hopefully, ladies, there's something that we can do to show men in our lives that we appreciate them. And I definitely know there's a couple guys out there, really, it's like one guy out there, I guess, I could be showing a little bit more appreciation to, and he knows who he is, but, I'm crazy, so, I don't know. I know you lying. Get it. Oh, dang. They're totally going to copyright that. They're totally, what? Dog, we are in trouble. I was telling my friend this, and she talking about we'll never see the day. She said we'll never see the day that these robots will be okay. Okay. They on the way. They is on the way. Okay. They're on the way. And everybody better be careful. Because I don't know if the younger generation remember this movie called The Terminator, but okay. Skynet, you better be, then okay. We can even put, what was it? I don't know, it's not Kite Runner. Blade Runner. I think it's Blade Runner. Yeah, we can throw that crazy shit up in there too. You can throw an Alien versus Predator up in there too. We can throw all that stuff up in there. The Matrix too. You can throw all that stuff up in there because it's all that futuristic, crazy madness stuff. So, all right, that was pretty much it. What I had for the video. I did have a couple announcements that I wanted to definitely let y'all know. Make sure if you know any of these kids that are doing teen takeovers, you whoop they ass, okay? And if you see their parents, whoop they ass too, because it's unnecessary what's going on. We got to protect our communities. We need to do better by teaching our children better, all right? Earlier, I showed the spending power, the consumer spending power that Black America has. Make sure that if you can, just find one Black business, one that you can do business with, and you have a consistent track record of business with them. Just one. Just find one vendor, one establishment, one restaurant, one product, something, somebody. And if you can't find one, well, then at least think about doing business with just one individual who looks like me or you. We start somewhere, and we can start in the community. Okay, second to lastly, I started another YouTube channel. So if you want to join me on my new journey, trying to teach these women, fellas, I'm trying to teach these younger ladies how to become, did it pop up? I'm trying to teach these younger women how to become wives. So I started this wife school, and at the wife school, we go over different materials and things. So make sure that if they are interested, or if you know anybody that's interested, to come and holla at me, because we are over there. This is the Better Half Wifey Academy. Make sure you guys join us on YouTube. Go to the Better Half Wifey Academy.com, and you guys can fill out an application there to work one-on-one with me. And the very last thing is your girl. Can I back this up? Back it up. I can't back it up, y'all. Well, you know I can, but you know I won't. Okay. Lastly, I will be on the I Snuck In Here podcast, but it will be a female takeover. So it'll be the She Snuck In There podcast. There will be a panel of lovely ladies, but of course, I'm the craziest one of them all. So make sure that you guys join us there. That will be on June 18th. I think around 8:30ish, 8:45. So make sure you guys check out the flyer in the inbox. And I am about to go to sleep, y'all, because I got to get ready to wake up in the morning and go deliver mail and get harassed by people who want their mail, and I'm not their mail lady. So till then, be safe, like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.